did it! What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream, and a very happy Magic Monday, one and all. No, you do not have to fear. Amy will be here very shortly, but for now, you're stuck with just me. I know, it's not great, but there are two of us here for a reason, and like I said, Amy will be here very shortly. We were just finishing up some last-minute things, so I do apologize for being a little bit late. But hopefully you all are doing well. As always, we would love to hear from you in chat. Let us know how your week has been going since maybe we last saw you either a week ago, or if you were on our stream with us on Friday, then how the weekend at least went for you. We had an okay weekend. I'm sure we'll talk more about it throughout the course of the stream. And once Amy's here, we'll do our full intro. But tonight on Magic Monday, as we do things, we'll be playing some Tarkir Dragonstorm Limited. Last week we did most of the sealed pools that we could do. I think we were off by one. Sultai, maybe? But I think we will start today. Yeah, I guess we'll start today with the Sultai one. Why not? Like I said, it's the one we haven't done yet. So. Sultai wants to be Sultai Renew. Use the power of the graveyard to make your creature stronger. Pretty interesting. So I guess we can open our sealed pool, because then we will see what we get, see what we might be working with tonight. No mythics in our sealed pool. None. But interestingly, a lot of playable rares. At least I should say on color rares. I haven't read what they do yet. But a lot of on-color rares. A lot of on-color rares. Can't play the encampment unless we're splashing for the siege, which is possible. But if we don't want to do all that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on-color rares, and then one equipment that is colorless. So that is pretty great. Now, notably, the creatures that we have, at least at rare, are all monocolored, and this, the equipment costs one less for each color of the creature it targets, so that's not amazing, but, like, still. Equip 3 +2/+2 and hexproof from monocolored for equip 3, and it costs 1 to play it, is not bad at all. Destroy target non-land permanent, then we mill 3 cards, and then we can discard a card to return a creature or a land from our graveyard to our hand. That is our Sultai rare, probably from our seeded pack, but we don't know how that, plays out necessarily. This is the only card that's not in our colors because it's part white. It is one of the sieges, which I don't believe we've played any of the sieges yet in anything that we've played regarding this format, even during the streamer event, where we streamed for 8 hours, which is wild to me. But we have a 4-mana enchantment. As this enchantment enters, choose Abzan or Mardu. Abzan, at the beginning of our end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature we control, which seems insane. Or Mardu, at the beginning of our end step, if a creature died under our control this turn, each opponent sacks a creature of their choice. So obviously for Mardu, that makes a lot of sense, because we're likely going to be having a lot of the, whatever it is, mobilized creatures, but the 1/1 warriors that get created, that then are sacked at the beginning of the next end step. So you stack your triggers properly, and it means that when your things get sacrificed, if nothing else has died, when your things get sacrificed, this triggers and they have to sack a creature, which is pretty great. I'll read the messages coming in from folks. It's great to see all of you, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, Amy will be here as soon as she can. We were just finishing up some stuff, so thank you for your patience also. But we have Inquiring Mindscrew. Welcome back. It is great to see you back. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too, Inquiring Mindscrew. Like I said, really cool to see you back. I appreciate seeing folks returning after a week here. Super glad you enjoyed it last week, and happy to have you back this week. Lucian is here saying, damn, no puns today, then crying face, and then a sideways crying laughing face. Yeah, you could try. I mean, you know, Amy will be here soon. Don't you worry. And Erica is here. Hi, my loves. So first of all, hi, Erica. Hi, Lucian. Hi, Inquiring Mind Screw. Happy Magic Monday to each and every one of you. I hope you're all doing well. And as always, we would love to hear, good, bad, or indifferent, how you are doing, as much as you are comfortable or willing to share. We would love to hear from everybody about how their week was, their weekend was, whatever the case may be. Let us know. So we are Sultai, which means, to be fair, none of our rares, or mythics, but no mythics. So none of our rares were in blue, except for the gold card, the tricolored card. So blue could very well just be a splash, like a very bare splash. We do have, it looks like a fair bit of black. In fact, triple Dragon's Prey. Hell yeah, very nice. Obzon Devotee, which could help us with that white splash if we really want it. It's a bad night for me, so I'll probably be a little off kilter. Erica, whatever you need, you know that we support you. If you want to chat about it, we're here. If you want distractions, hopefully we're good enough as a distraction. But, you know, whatever help we can provide from as far away as we are, we're always willing to try. That actually also, if we're splashing white, helps us with the Purging Stormbrood, with the Omen aspect of it. So that's pretty interesting. It'll matter what lands we get, like Scoured Barrens and Tranquil Cove. Wow. Double Dismal Backwater and Jungle Hollow are just in our colors. Double Opulent Palace, also in our colors. And a Sand Step Citadel in our colors. Now, arguably, I could also play Nomad Outpost, which would be white and black, so it would essentially be another Scoured Barrens. And we have an Evolving Wilds. For 2 white pips in the whole deck, I mean, I might add Marshal of the Lost. I have to see what our deck looks like. We also have triple Sagu Pummeler, which is insane. Because again, Renew, super important for Sultai. So this thing could get in the graveyard in any multitude of ways, which is very nice. The double Disruptive Stormbrood is great too, because it has the Black Omen. And that is perfect for our colors that we're trying to do. I love that. And I don't love either of these cards, so we're okay with just ignoring that page. Besides, once we start adding stuff, that page will just straight up disappear. A Host of the Hereafter is nice, as well as a Kishla Skimmer. Amazing. God damn, that's cool. All right, so maybe I'll see how we can do without the Nomad Outpost, because basically Nomad Outpost and Sandstep Citadel and 2 Opulent Palace and 2 Dismal Backwater and a Jungle Hollow, a Scoured Barrens, and a Tranquil Cove is 9 tap lands. And that, I would argue, is too many. To be fair, we're just making it 8 by not including this one. So, like... Actually, also Evolving Wilds counts. So it is still going to be 9 tap lands. Because, obviously, Evolving Wilds doesn't tap for mana, but when you sack it to search for a land, that land enters tapped, so it is still a tap land. Like... Interesting. Okay, well, to be honest, like I said, let's do the gold cards first. We'll take these 2. We'll take the Siege. We'll take the Marshal. Double Dismal Backwater is a yes. Jungle Hollow, Host of the Hereafter, Kishla Skimmer, not the Nomad Outpost, but we'll take the Citadel, both Palaces, and the Awaken the Honored Dead, as well as Evolving Wilds and the Dragonfire Blade. And that is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-land cards so far. We want, like I said, I think blue is going to be a splash as well as white. But let's take the Devotee. Guess we take the Bloodflies. We definitely take Sidisi. So Sidisi is 1 and a black for a 1/3. Sorry, you can't see that behind me there. But she is a 1/3. Sack a creature, we tap her, sack a creature we control with mana value X other than Sidisi, and return a creature with mana value X +1 from our graveyard to the battlefield only as a sorcery. Tonight is our first big severe weather threat of the season, and it's an especially dangerous one with several tornadoes and 3-inch hail all possible. Well, Erica, hopefully you keep power tonight. one, for your own safety, and then two, for the sake of, like I said, hopefully being able to lean into a distraction from us, if that is what you desire. But keep us posted on how things are looking, and obviously we wish you the best of luck. Sinkhole Surveyor, also a 1/3 flyer. When it attacks, we lose a life and endure 1. So we can either make this bigger or make a 1/1 spirit. Very nice. I'm usually not a big fan of these types of cards. Target opponent reveals their hand, you choose a non-land card from it and exile that card. Put a +1/+1 counter on up to 1 target creature you control. Obviously, Abzan wants this more because they care about counters more. I'm just going to stick with the triple Dragon's Prey because removal is important. Sib-Sig Ceremony, triple black, legendary enchantment. Creature spells cost 2 less to cast, and whenever a creature we control enters, if we cast it, destroy that creature, and then make a 2/2 zombie druid black creature token. That's a weird one. A very, very weird one. It's also triple black, which is rough. But the whole point is, because it's a Sultai card, I mean, you can even see it in the text box there, right? The watermark of Sultai is there. Because basically they expect all of your creatures, or many of your creatures, to have Renew. So you would sack that creature, make a 2/2 zombie, and then have the benefit of that creature's Renew ability out of your graveyard, presumably onto the zombies or any of your creatures that stuck before you played Sib-Sig Ceremony. I would be willing to cut this later. It feels like a trap, but we'll see. Both Cruel Truths get in. It's card draw. We need it. A Crocodile that when it dies, we make a 2/2 black zombie, and it has Renew. So again, this is exactly what we want. Even if we have Sib-Sig Ceremony, we sack this, make a 2/2 black zombie druid, and make a 2/2 black zombie druid. So that's really funny. And then we have the 1 mana Renew ability from our graveyard to put a +1/+1 counter on a creature. So yes. Purging Stormbrood is a 4/4 flyer with Ward 2, and when it enters, remove all counters from up to 1 target creature. So we could like get our opponent with this in some capacity. Also, the 2 mana instant Absorb Essence to give something hexproof. Obviously, Lifelink is cool, but hexproof is the more important part of that, but it definitely gets in. In green, we want Snakeskin Veil. That's a great card. Both Piercing Exhales, absolutely. Synchronized Charge clearly wants to be Teamer. It says so. We do have this Renew card in Champion of Dusan. Yes, please. When it becomes tapped, when it enters, mill 3. And we can put a land from among them into our hand. If we don't, we put a counter on this thing. Sure. Crotic Nestguard, I don't care about as much. Sage of the Fang has Renew. Absolutely taking it. Laseed Prowler, 4 mana, 5/5. When it enters, we may mill cards equal to the number of lands we control. Mark DD is here saying, it occurs to me that Sig or whatever, Sib-Sig Ceremony, but of course, not a problem whatsoever, would be pretty sick in a skeleton deck. Okay, yeah, with the returning them from the graveyard as well. Absolutely, I like that. Yeah, like a lot of, a lot of cool, like, graveyard strategy type things. Plus, it's mono black, so, like, putting it in, like, just a straight mono black deck with skeletons, like you mentioned, really cool idea. Mill cards equal to the number of lands we control, and then we can renew this for 2, exile it from our graveyard, put X +1/+1 counters on a creature where X is the number of lands in our graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery, sure. The Rejuvenator, we may mill 3, and then we can add an amount of green equal to this creature's power. It's just a 2/4. I'll take 3 Sagu Pummelers, the Bloomvine Regent, and both, I didn't realize it was 2, but both Disruptive Stormbroods. And that's 48 cards, so let's start making some cuts. Oh, God. I think I'm going to use this guy as our deck box, just while I'm thinking about it. But let's do that. Now, what do I cut out of this deck? Erica says, I might be in the middle of an anxiety attack, so I'm sorry for tanking the mood, everyone. I'm just dealing with a major phobia. Yeah, so I understand that for folks that may not be aware. Storm's a trigger point for Erica, so that's why I was saying we're here for her, and we are thinking about her and wishing her the best for what she may be dealing with. And Erica, of course, like I said, anything that we might be able to do to help, I know obviously we're very far away, but please let us know. Okay, so notably not a single blue basic. All of our blue sources are the 2 Opulent Palace, the 2 Dismal Backwater, the Scoured Barren, or sorry, the Tranquil Cove. So that's 5. We have 5 blue sources for 2 blue pips, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 white sources, 5 white sources for 2 white pips. Interesting. And Marcus saying sup. What is up, Marcus? Happy Magic Monday. So interesting. We're splashing 2 colors. Just curious, have you seen anyone with game with that new win the game enchantment? I can't get it to work. I think it's broken. I have not seen anybody with that. I haven't. This is limited, so they'd have to, I guess, get pretty lucky to have gotten it, but also be willing to play it. So no, unfortunately, I have not. Nor have I heard anything, but obviously that doesn't, my ear's not to the ground enough to have heard if there are, if that is like a known bug or something. But good luck, I suppose. So I'm thinking of gathering 99 people and challenging a gorilla. And Mark says, it's limited. Got you. Yeah, no worries. This is sealed, Sultai sealed. So. That sounds like a hell of a think we have a chance. 100 people and a gorilla? Yes, I think so. Yes. I think they have to be like brave enough people where like if the gorilla is charging them in particular, they have to not like, break formation or whatever. But yes, I think 100 people could absolutely take down a gorilla. 100%. As long as it's all like, all like able-bodied adults, or something to that effect. Yes, 100% I think they could do it. We have a lot of renew creatures. I just genuinely don't know if this card's a trap or not. I do like this. Whenever a card leaves our graveyard during our turn, we draw a card. It triggers only once each turn. But that's great. We have so many renew cards. It's going to be... I like that a lot. I don't know when this will happen. The nice thing about the Devotee is that we can return it from our graveyard to our hand, so any sacrifice effects, the Sib Sig Ceremony effect, we can just make a bunch of 2/2s if we have enough mana, late game. Our removal is Awaken the Honored Dead and Dragon's Prey, and that's it. Oh, sorry, Piercing Exhale as well. My bad. Lucian says, this is the gorilla, not the commander. Marcus says, 350 to 850 pounds, 7-foot arm span, and 1,000 pounds of bite force. We're not going to make it. I mean, look, that's why I said they have to be brave people. You have to be okay with watching the person next to you getting eaten and or pummeled into the ground while you get some solid shots in on a gorilla. Like, that's why... It's not, it's not like a fighting movie where like each minion comes up one at a time, and the hero gets to like take them down one at a time. Like, you pile on. There's a lot of people. There's 100 people. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Erica says, okay, good update, which is great. I like hearing that. The chances for a tornado have really dropped off. Good. That is important and solid. Very happy to hear that. Now, this is notable. Host of the Hereafter enters with 2 counters on it. So then whether it gets sacked to this or not, when it or another creature we control dies, if it had counters on it, put its counters on up to 1 target creature we control. Great. Marshal of the Lost, I mean, sure. We would probably have a sufficient enough army of creatures that we don't care if they die. So turning them sideways sounds pretty good, which means Marshal of the Lost would do pretty damn well. Because it also says whenever we attack, does not need to be attacking with this thing itself, so it can just stay back, giving us that ability over and over again, and being obviously a pretty damn decent blocker as a 3/3 Death Toucher. This does let us get 2 basic forests, and notably in our deck we have 5 basic forests, which is the largest quantity of basics we have. 5 forests, 2 swamps, and a single plains, despite the fact that we're Sultai. And then the Disruptive Stormbrood. Oh, I'm sorry. Both Disruptive Stormbroods also have removal. My bad. And then the Purging Stormbrood, I mean, like, if we use it correctly with the Omen, it's also arguably removal. So what do I cut, though? We're not going to make it. Twisted Sister if they were pessimists. That's very good. Shoutouts to Twisted Sister. What a great song. I mean, what a great band, period. But, like, because we're talking about We're Not Going to Take It, great song. Am I dumb? Do we just cut white? So at the beginning of our end step, we put a counter on each creature we control. I mean, that seems really good, but, like, it's one of two colors that we're splashing. Like, we could basically be 2 colors splash blue for 2 pips of blue. If we just cut this, this, and this. So then we cut this, this, this. And, I mean, we could keep Evolving Wilds since we have 1 island in the deck, I guess. And then at least we have 11 basics, which is much more than we had before because of the fact that we had so many tap lands. That's better. And now we only need 4 cuts. Or 3 or 4 cuts. And so, realistically, I'm not necessarily saying we should do it because, like, this card and this card are very good, especially for our strategy. But we could just cut these 2 cards and then a couple of the, you know, like, fixing up a couple of the lands, not cutting lands, but fixing up a couple of the lands, and we could just be 2 colors. But I would cut Sibsig over the Siege. Okay. And Erica, by the way, I did not ignore that last message from you. I did see it. That I want Amy to be here to read as well. That sounds really cool, and I want us both to be able to react to it. So, like I said, she'll be here shortly, and that would be really cool for both of us to get to read. So, I did not ignore you, I promise. But okay, I mean, I'll happily cut Sibsig. That's fine. And then take the Siege back, which is this gold card. So we want this then, this, and this back again. And then did this fix our lands, or do we have too many now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Sorry, guys. I had to work.
Amy's here. That's right. Amy was working. I didn't specify that. I didn't know if you wanted to have to talk about it or not, but yes, Amy was working.
Pain in the butt.
Yes. Yes, it was. But you're here. You made it.
Yes.
Sorry, that's a little full. Mm-hmm. I poured the water and I gave Amy too much.
It's okay. All right, we'll have to see what she says because I'm still not really fully done here, but whatever.
All right. So we were able to trade those 2. Also, it messed with our lands a little bit, but it's fine. This is going to be good. So, what else are we cutting? Hi, Amy. Welcome.
Hi. Did you read what Erica said?
The only thing I haven't read is this because I told her that I would want us both to read that and be able to react to it together.
Oh, okay. So I'm here.
Great. So read it.
Okay. So Erica says, so I've been giving some serious thought to what I eventually want to go to school for, and I think it just has to involve theater or music somehow.
Amazing.
Sure.
Okay.
You're a great singer, so.
Exactly. Well, so I was going to ask, do you know how? Like, do you know what options are available to you, either in terms of majors or at least, like, schools that you might be interested in trying to apply to? Because that might tailor, like, oh, hey, there's this one school with a very good theater arts program or whatever. Like, and so if that's what you're leaning towards, that would be what you would, I guess, be looking for. I don't know what to cut. Why?
Lucian says major is overrated. Better going.
I don't know what that word is. Phrygian?
Phrygian?
I genuinely don't know what that is. Like, because I'm a huge geek, right? I would have said, I think you're trying to spell Phyrexian and spelled it wrong. But otherwise, if that's a word that I'm not familiar with, blame the American education system and please let me know what that word means. Oh.
Joe got it right.
But my pronunciation, though. Phrygian? No, music scale. Okay.
Oh.
Phrygian. Interesting. See, like I said, blame the American teaching system. Because to be fair, we both took music classes and we were both in chorus together. And I was in band.
Yeah.
I was in band for 8 years.
Wow.
And I was in chorus for 3? No, 2. I was in chorus for 2 years and in band for 8 years.
I was in chorus since since it was a thing.
Yeah, I was in chorus. I was in chorus in middle school for 1 year too. So actually, it was 3 years, I suppose. It was just 1 year in middle school. Then I took a long time off, and then came back after doing South Pacific.
Yeah. So like we in elementary school, we had like singing, but then I think everybody did. I think it like. I think it was like music class,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that everybody
That was
had to
elementary
take.
school. Yeah. I remember that.
And then it like differentiated, it branched off to different things in middle school. So I was chorus from the beginning
Yeah.
because I played the flute in elementary school, but my arms were too short. I couldn't reach like the last few notes at the end. So
I do remember you telling me at least me this, if not like on a stream or something.
yeah. So I didn't stick with that. I decided to sing instead.
What sleeves are we doing tonight? We're playing Sultai, by the way. Sultai sealed. Do you remember what 3 colors Sultai is? I'm not trying to embarrass you.
I don't.
Blue, black, green.
Okay.
Just so that you have an idea for the
Wow.
sleeves themselves.
I don't want to do blue, black, green. What I want to do is Rutha
Okay.
for Erica.
I love it. Rutha it is. She's blue-red.
Yeah.
No, Jace is invisible again.
Good. Fuck him.
I'd rather not. Splinters. Let's move on.
Oh boy.
We're playing 4 colors, by the way, as well.
I had a splinter in my finger the other day, but I eventually got it out. It left a little divot.
Yeah. That will happen. Oh, we have all 4 of our colors. Holy shit.
Wow.
And we have a turn 1 play or a turn 2 play. So I guess we're going to play... we don't need the blue. So we'll play Citadel first. Then... Well, anyway, whatever. We're keeping this hand. Short answer, we're keeping this hand.
Okay.
Citadel first, pass. And then we can Sidisi followed by Sage of the Fang. That's actually really cool. So let's do that. Sidisi, pass. Next turn, land, Sage of the Fang. And then turn after, Backwater, Blade, and Equip, maybe? I don't know.
Solution says it was a pun. Because major is a scale.
Because I said major in... Or we were talking about major in music.
Right.
Got it. All right.
So Erica says, like... I'd love to be a performer, of course, but I could also enjoy teaching or being a director or orchestra conductor.
That also sounds like, I mean, especially with, like I said, with your knowledge of that kind of stuff, that sounds really great.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Any and or all.
Yeah, agreed. So I could have put the counter on Sidisi, but Sidisi's a rare. And this has Renew, so I'd rather make this the bigger threat. So if and when they have a kill spell and want to kill something, they're more likely to kill this. Hey, look.
Whoa!
All right, so what we can do is play the Backwater, gain the life, play the Dragonfire Blade, and then we can't equip this turn, but we can keep up Piercing Exhale. Although we can't, right? This one. Oh no, it would just, we could Surveil too. So that's good. We can have Sidisi deal 1 damage to something.
Yeah.
Hooray! Way to go, Sidisi.
Lucian says, because you asked if Erica would go for a major in music, major scale, lol.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like
yep,
that.
you're right. Put a counter on it, then double the number of counters on it. Activate only as a sorcery. Or we could equip, but like, I feel like they're just going to kill my creature in response, right? Like, we all know that's what's going to happen. But if I pay 3 and equip, now she's got Hexproof from monocolored. And we have the mana up for Piercing Exhale, and now she can deal 3 damage to something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And because she's Hexproof from monocolored, not protection from monocolored, that's better. They are ramping on turn 5. Okay. I will take my turn and drew a tap land, which I will play to gain a life. For 4 mana, I think we're a little premature on that. So let's go to combat. Attack for 3 again. They're at 13. I think I'll just pass. These are both instants. So we have ways of getting rid of up to 2 creatures this turn if we want and or need. Notably, if we have to target a dragon, we do not have to target a dragon. Sagu Pummeler, a good card, by the way. Very good card. And won't die to a Piercing Exhale, but will die to a Dragon Spray.
Aha.
Unless it gets countered.
Well...
It they could have like Snakeskin Veil or something as well.
Okay, well, this is boring.
Countered unless I pay 4, which I cannot do because they revealed a dragon. It's Dispelling Exhale. Exhales are very good. That's dumb. All right, well, goodbye, Sagu Pummeler. And hello, Dolly. Let's swing for 3. They're at 10, and we pass. Technically, could cast the other Dragon's Prey. They gain a life. They're at 11. You got it. Undergrowth Leopard to destroy our artifact. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I mean, obviously I can use Sage of the Fang and keep up Piercing Exhale, but I still don't like it.
Fair enough. Erica says, but I have also realized that as much as I'd enjoy teaching, I think actually pursuing work in the industry itself would be more fulfilling.
Cool.
Sure.
So where would you be looking to pursue work in the industry? Like, would you be trying to move? Would you be pursuing it locally?
Like maybe New York.
I mean, again, you say New York, but like if she's going to New York City, she's not going to be anywhere near us.
And she is.
I mean, again, it's quite a trip to the city for us. That's like a full day's worth of a... I don't know if people saw that look on your face behind that cup, but that was ridiculous. Sorry about the noise, everybody. By the way, fair warning. It is spring and then eventually summertime around here. The douchebags come out hard during that time of year. They just do. Or this time of year. They just do. It's what happens. Ain't nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. Welcome to it.
We can move. But we can't really.
I was going to say. You could ask our bank account quite nicely, but the number is not going to change just because we want to move. Otherwise, we would have done it already.
Yeah. Lucian says JC and the douche.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
She says regional theaters or possibly Broadway if all works out. Maybe my local community theaters too before going abroad.
Awesome.
Going abroad where?
Also, Erica, I don't want to be premature in things, but I will say privately we can talk about this more, but if and when you are pursuing Broadway, we do have a Connect possibly a connect for you. I don't want to make promises that, that person isn't aware that I'm making for them.
Right.
But we might have a connect for you. But like I said, I don't want to be premature. Like, if and when you're getting to that point, let us know. So, fire breathing, right? No, it's whenever they cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell. +2/+0 until end of turn, which means they'd have to cast 2 non-creature spells to be able to kill this in response. They did not. And so now we can have this creature deal damage to this creature, beholding nothing, and kill it. Hopefully kill it. Do we succeed? Now, if they're going to try to... Okay, cool. I have to pay 5 because it targets a dragon. Damn it. Sidisi dies. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I thought I could do it in response, but I could not. And their creature lives and ours dies.
You have to pay 5 what?
We have to... So if this targets a dragon, it costs 2 more. And this is a dragon. And we only have 4 mana open, not 5.
Oh, okay. I was like, we have 22 life. Like, if it's pay 5 life,
Oh,
like,
no.
you could have done it.
No, I would have definitely done that, for sure. Roamer's Routine to get more land, and now they get the +2/+0? I guess they wanted to make sure that, like, we didn't have a response with something that maybe was in their hand. Ah, man. Alright, fine, auto pay. Keep up Dragon's Prey. No, they have 2 mana open. Let's just do it now, I guess. Pay everything. Goodbye. Okay, keep the hand land. Sure, keep the patented Geek for All hand land.
She says, we'll definitely keep you in the loop. Heart, California, Chicago, and New York are the biggest cities for theatrical work.
Agreed. And our connect would unsurprisingly be in New York City, but I genuinely don't know. I would have to talk to him more, but when it enters an instant or a sorcery in their graveyard gains Harmonize, its Harmonize cost is equal to its mana cost, so they are going to kill our Kishla Skimmer. Cool. Annoying.
Do you want some water?
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
I drank it very quickly.
Yeah, that happens.
It sure does. All right, it's a 4/4 pass. I mean, it's a very good blocker for this mage, but they could use the Sagu Pummeler on it, I suppose. Draw, then discard. They have 3 cards in hand. Now 4, obviously, but again, they're going to discard down to 3 again. Also, if they don't discard a land, this is, like, very unsettling that they have just nothing but gas in hand, plus a Pummeler as well. Yep, did not discard a land. That's very scary. Thank you, Amy.
You're welcome.
Haha! Look at this. I just talked about this card. Sagu Pummeler.
Erica says, I'm just so happy that my GED ended up being so achievable, dude.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
We're happy for you and proud.
Oh, yeah. It's an incredible feat. We are also glad that it was so attainable.
Yeah.
They just immediately have a second Temur Tawny back to draw and discard again. They did discard a land this time. Good. Good to know. But we have a 6/6. They have a 4/3 and a 3/2. So we could 2-for-1 them if they want to get squirrely here. But it also depends on what we draw. As long as they don't have removal right here for the Pummeler, of course. They have their own Pummeler, of course. We talked about that before. So they have a 6/5. And we have Bloomvine Regent, which could let us get 2 forests, reveal them one onto the battlefield, tap the other into our hand. But we have 3 forests here and a forest in hand. There are not 2 forests in our deck left. There is only 1. Plus, I mean, a 4/5 flyer is a 4/5 flyer. Let's go to combat and attack for 6. Because I'm relatively certain they block here. Good. Yes.
Nice.
Perfect. So their Reacher goes away. We play our Bloomvine Regent. And even with the land here, we would not be able to pay the 5 mana. So I will hold the patented Geek for All hand land. And we have Sagu Pummeler if we want to put 2+1/+1 counters on our 4/5 flyer. and give it reach. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we didn't open any mythics, and of course we drew a land. That's not a surprise to anyone here. And we are dead in 2 turns now. So,
Cool.
needed to not draw a land there. We only had a 2-turn clock. And we drew Cruel Truths. Draw 2, surveil 2, lose 2. So we go down to 5 here. The Siege. Destroy target creature with power 3 or less. Technically, we could kill this one and not be able to do anything else about it. Destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. That is neither of these. And this would not work for us. So it's the Stormbrood. This, I guess, goes to the graveyard. And then we draw 2 cards. Wait, sorry, done. My bad. Draw 2. One of them's, of course, a tap land. But we need this one so that we can play this one. And destroy nothing. Chump block and go to 2 this turn.
Oh, I thought we could fight this other thing.
No.
It's 3/2.
That was this card. No, that was the Omen, which would then shuffle this back into our deck, and we wouldn't have a blocker for the 10/10, and they have a kill spell for the creature anyway.
Great.
So we lose. Can't stop a 10/10 mythic. We didn't open any. So.
Thank you, Takumi Kid.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Lucian says recently saw the Garland card for Final Fantasy MTG.
Okay.
Tempted to try a commander deck with him as commander.
That sounds cool. I'm not familiar with what the card does. Obviously, if you want to let us know, you're more than welcome. Because I have not seen it, but I also wouldn't consider it a spoiler because the card exists out there, so I could check it out for myself.
Erica says that makes me really happy. I'm glad you both are proud, especially since my dad and brother's reaction were, couldn't you have just done this the first time? And that hurt.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
That sucks, Erica. That's very
I'm sorry
uncool.
about that.
Yeah, me too. Fuck. So if we get any land, we can play this. But then what do we put back? Because we mulliganed. Do we put back the exhale? Alright, fine. Put back the exhale. Play this. Pass. Can't play anything until turn 3 right now anyway. And it would probably be the creature over the enchantment. But the saga.
Well, hopefully, you feel a lot better now that you've spoken to us, and hopefully some other people who are supportive instead of just, dickish.
Yeah. Also, it just doesn't make any sense. Like if the philosophy on their part is like, well, we always wanted you to get an education, then why, when you get your education and are trying to further it, would they immediately like neg you? You know what I mean? Like that just
Exactly.
doesn't make any sense at all. It literally gets the opposite response. Like,
Yep.
that's very silly.
Yep. Inquiring Mind Screw just wants to let us know that they are at work right now, and that's why they're not commenting much.
Totally understand. Thank you for letting us know.
No need to, but we appreciate it.
Oh yeah,
nonetheless.
for sure. And hopefully work is going well. I was going to say hopefully you're enjoying work, but like that's not always the case for all people, so I hope it's going well regardless. How's that sound? All right, so 1 damage to us, that's fine. Annoying, but fine. And what do you do when it becomes tapped? Look at the top card of their library. If it's a land, they can reveal it, put it into their hand. If they don't put the card into their hand, they can put it into their graveyard. Got it. A land. Sure. I will try the Wayfarer. Mill 3. 2 of them were land. I will take the Dismal Backwater into our hand. We have not played a land this turn. I will gain a life. I will attack with the 4/2. Sure. Let's do it. Trade with the 2/3. Maybe? No, they just take 4.
Ooh.
Works for me.
Yeah.
And next turn we can play the Siege and put counters on everything. Ah, shut up out there. Sorry, everybody.
Lucian says 2 mana, red black for a 3/2 whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil 1.
Okay.
Also has pay 3 black, black, red, red, return from grave to field, transformed. Flip side is a 5/5 flyer. Hell
Sick.
yes.
Wow.
That sounds real good.
Right? All right, so if I pay 3, I put a counter on the Wayfarer. And then use the Champion to put another counter and a trample counter on the Wayfarer. And swing for 3.
Inquiring Mindscrew says, it's almost over in about 30 minutes, and I have tomorrow off. Oh, well, good for you.
Very good for you. All right, so they go ahead and get the land. Congrats. I will block to get the renew ability here. Let's play the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot play 2 cards this turn, which is very unfortunate. But I think they have a 5/5. I'm just going to play this and kill their 5/5.
Erica says, oh man, the sky is yellow as hell right now.
Yeah,
LOL.
I don't know if you read up here, but there were
Tornado.
There was
warnings.
a storm issue, and the chances for a tornado really dropped off, which is great.
That is good.
But there was still storm issues going on over there for her. So she pre-warned us that it might not be a great night for her, but because of the tornadoes dropping off, hopefully that has helped quite a bit. So.
Well, Erica, I can say, since we were talking about you moving to a different state, that, I can't really speak for California or Chicago because I'm not there. But New York is pretty good. Doesn't really have tornadoes frequently at all.
Fair.
I think the last tornado we had was,
there were some, not near us, but there were some in New York. Maybe within the last 5 years, maybe. But the last big one, there was that one.
That was like when we were babies.
Yes. Well, no. There was that one near where Dave lived. That was 10 years ago, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Remember with it tore through near the lake?
Okay.
But they're very few and far between is really what we're getting at.
Yeah. And they're really not that bad. It's not the kind of thing where there are fatalities or anything like that. It's that person's roof got kind of ripped off or whatever.
Yep.
And it's that one person instead of a million people.
Yep. All right, +1/+1 counters to the entire team at the end of every turn. Seems pretty okay, especially with this 4/4 reacher that the end of the turn that I play it will become a 5/5 reacher to deal with this 5/5 flyer, or 4/4 flyer, excuse me. So if it hits us for 4 this turn, I truly don't care. We have really good blocks on the ground. They've got some tough decisions to make if they're trying to kill stuff. Like that. And again, that's fine. I'd rather they use that now than after we've played the pummeler. So.
Yeah. Inquiring Mindscrew says maybe this guy is peeing.
Yeah. So 14, they gain 3, then we take 4 down to 10. Okay. Interestingly, Tranquil Cove, discard a card. Amazing. Return a creature or a land from our graveyard to our hand. Let's discard that land to get Host of the Hereafter back. But I'm actually going to play the pummeler because it's going to become a 5/5 this turn. So no attacks. We have a 5/5 and a 4/3, and that will only keep happening. So thank you, Baron Step Siege, and thank you, Erica, for convincing me to keep it.
There you go.
Herd heirloom, eh? All right.
Lucian says never eat yellow sky. Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, yellow or green sky usually indicates a tornado somewhere.
Yeah, or purple. Purple sometimes indicates that as well. All right, so they draw a card. We drew a land. 4 mana for Host of the Hereafter or this? I think we want to put it on the pummeler here. But then if they have removal for it, we're screwed either way if they have removal for it, right? There's literally nothing we can do if they do that. But we are at 4, so we might as well make an 8/8. I guess play the land? No, we hold the hand land. Don't be silly, Joe. It's the patented Geek for All hand land for a reason. All right, so 3 cards in their hand. Obviously, they just drew 1, but they've been sitting on 2 for a while. Temur Tawny back lets them draw, then discard. It's another look at another card. Now we're dead. They did it. This card helped them out quite a bit. Now we're down to 2. But it doesn't matter. They only needed us to be at 3 because they have 2 flyers. They draw a card. You got it. And attack with your 2. They were afraid of the hand land. They had to have been. They had to have been afraid of the hand land. We block the 6/6. We only have 1 reacher, right? They have 2 flyers. Both are lethal individually. We block the bigger one. We take 3, and we go to -1, and we die. They know about the Host of the Hereafter. We just drew this. They know about the Host of the Hereafter. This was the only card they didn't know about. But also they're at 17.
Yeah.
So, like, there really shouldn't have been a reason for them to have been afraid there. But I'm not going to tell them that. And don't any of you do it either. I'm watching you. No attacks. Everybody gets a counter. And we, like, I mean, come on. Now 3 of your flyers are lethal. Okay, and you play a second one of these to deal us 1. Like, you just... I don't know if they, like, were just trying to do the spicy kill that way, but, like, if that's... I guess if that's what your goal was, congrats, you did it. But also, like, you didn't need to. You
Right.
wasted a turn. So...
Thank you, Spalding.
Also, would really, really love to win a game of Magic on my show where I play Magic. And I've done that once in 2 weeks so far. Really would love to win a single game of Magic. Would do wonders for my
Self-esteem.
Yeah, thank you, that's the word. Sorry, Amy, please continue reading the comments from our wonderful folks in chat.
Erica says, look, if there's one thing I know about in Magic, it's Orzhov enchantments.
Yeah. No, she's totally right.
And Inquiring Mindscrew says, are you going to do any alchemy drafts?
Maybe. So because I do poorly enough without delving into other things, we'll see. Usually when alchemy first comes out, there's like a week, and so we do one of those. So yes, short answer, yes, probably. But let's not pretend that I'm somehow going to get better because of that. All right, so we can't cast spells during their turn, but really all that we're going to do is we're going to play a swamp, we're going to play this omen, and we're going to get 2 forests. That one enters the battlefield tapped. This one enters our hand. There's 1 forest left in the deck, and then we might as well attack and endure 1 by putting a counter on it. And we pass. Next turn we can play a pummeler. The turn after we can play a pummeler and kind of go from there. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Look at their sleeves.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
From Ether Drift.
Yeah.
Dalkovan Pack Beasts. It's an 0/4 Vigilance Mobilize 3. Sidisi. That's a cool one.
Yeah.
But as we know, we're playing the Pummeler instead. Because basically at this point they can... I don't care as much. I guess I'll make a 1/1 since they're making a bunch of 1/1s. But we're going to... like if they want, they can attack with both of their creatures here. Make 5 1/1s. And hit us for 5. But I'm absolutely going to kill the Pack Beasts with the Pummeler if they give us the opportunity to. And maybe Chump Block? I don't know. Or not Chump Block. I mean, whatever. It's either chump block the 1/3 or trade with one of the 1/1s, but the 1/1s die at the end of the turn anyway, so like it's not like really much of a moral victory either way. Like either way we lose this token and like whatever.
Okay.
They have a kill spell for the pummeler after because they needed the creatures on the battlefield. Okay. Hooray, you did it. That's very frustrating.
Yeah.
We're at 9. And now they can pay 5 mana next turn to make all of their creatures into 2/2s.
Look, it's Jayasaurus Rex. This is just Jayanna.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, she likes her dinosaur game that she was talking to us about, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember? She played that dinosaur game that she liked a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
All right, so we'll kill the 0/4. They make 3 less creatures that way. That's fun. And then we have 4 mana left. Let's play another pummeler. Why not? And then I guess we just don't attack and we keep up a bunch of blockers. Let's see what you got now, I suppose. They gain a life. They have 3 cards in hand. This doesn't have Mobilize, but for 5 mana, which they now don't have, this has Mobilize 1. Whenever it or another creature they control dies, we lose 1, they gain 1. That's nice.
Oh, wait, these two are different cards.
I know, right?
What the hell?
I know, right?
They just have the same art, basically.
This one and this one are, in fact, different cards. Yeah.
Okie doke, then.
They passed. And we drew the dragon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, to be honest, I might just play... No, we play this, dude. What am I even thinking? We play this, we gain 3 life up to 12.
Yay.
I guess we just play Sidisi also.
Oh, yeah, I guess we just play Sidisi also.
Whatever, we drop 2 rares in a turn. It's not that big of a deal, okay?
This old thing.
And then I guess I'll put a counter on the flyer, because at this point, like... Yeah, that's our best bet, I think. They have 2 cards in hand. The Mythics, man. The Mythics. They have a First Strike Death Toucher now.
Oh.
Okay, well, whoops. All of their creatures get +1/+1 in Death Touch.
Jesus.
And they get another combat phase after this one. Like, I dropped 2 rares in a turn. Yeah. What do I have to do to win a game of Magic? Just 1 game. A lot. The answer is a lot. I have to do a lot to win a single game of Magic. A lot.
I was thinking a lot.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot too. Take 6, go to 5, I think. Like, unbelievable, man. Just actually unbelievable. And I have no enchantment removal, so this game is over. I mean, the second they played this, the game was over. Why wouldn't you attack with the other? I'm very confused. Oh, because I'm at 3? So wait, what? Are they toying with me, or do they not actually... Oh, these are showing as summoning sick, I guess. I'm confused. Okay, I'm confused. We drew the land, so... Sagu Pummeler. Can't activate the other Sagu Pummeler. No attacks? Like, I don't know. We're dead, right?
Attack 'em.
Yeah, we're dead. Like, this thing makes... Oh, no, it doesn't. This is the one that doesn't have Mobilize. But it does have First Strike and Death Touch. And they had the removal spell anyway. Just for the sick rubbins, so...
Thank you, Jayanna.
I can't beat Mythics. Every time an opponent drops a Mythic, we lose. And every opponent... Well, 2 of our 3 opponents have had Mythics. I don't know what to do about it.
Thank you, Jayasaurus Rex. Lucian says, oh, another commander I might consider is Cecil. I Exclamation point. I guess that means 1 mana for a 2-color commander. LOL.
All right.
Pretty nice.
Thankfully, we have a draft token
Yay.
because we do not have enough gems, but we do have enough gold. So let's do a draft. I don't know. Oh, I love the, like,
What?
being able to see the back end of the coding
Yeah.
for, like, number in pod/pod capacity. Okay. Let's try a draft and let's see what we can do. Obviously, Aaron mentioned to us a few weeks ago when he was here that 5-color dragons seems to be the fun strategy to go with. But if we can stick in 1 3-color trio, that's good. If we can get the 5-color dragons, that's great. But a lot of people are probably going for 5-color. Well, I mean, I'll pack one, pick one Craterhoof Behemoth, I suppose.
Well, I mean, you're not doing 5 colors if that's got 3 green pips. Because holy crap.
Yeah.
Inquiring Mindscrew says, Greater Hoof!
I guess I'm taking Craterhoof Behemoth.
Yes.
God, I'm so good at magic, everybody. Let me go into my analysis of why I think this is the best pick out of all of them.
Asshole. Because asshole.
Yeah. Look, if nothing else, I've fucking earned it.
Yeah,
Let's put it
true.
that way, okay?
True. My lord, okay. It dies to Doomblade, though.
As do so many other things. You are so right. When it becomes tap, look at the top cards so we can get a land. That's to stay in 1 color.
Erica says, I've said this before, but Joe, sometimes watching you play Magic is like the episode of The Twilight Zone where the last man on Earth finally finds a library only to break his glasses.
But no, there was time now. Yep. Yep. Gotta get to CVS and get those readers, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Do I take the skimmer or do I take the botanist here? I actually don't know what the right play is. Maybe I stick botanist just so I can stay in 1 color for a little while.
Lucian says, because Joe always feels like somebody's watching me.
Somebody's watching me.
Inquiring Mindscrew agrees with the botanist.
Cool.
So there you go.
Me too. Thank you.
And this guy has Xena's weapon. Yeah.
The chakram or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Could take the leopard. We just take a bunch of low drop creatures, right, in green. Just wait until we get to Craterhoof and then turn them all sideways.
You know what? Mono green deck. No one will be expecting it. They'll all be forcing 3 colors or more. And you'll just swoop in and kill everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like my deck's going to be trash if I try that. But sure, no, great idea. Whenever one of our cards leaves our graveyard during our turn, make a treasure. We can renew this, put 2 counters and a flying counter on a thing. I mean, that's a pretty good card.
Lucian says, nicely done, Joe. Good pitch.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I used to sing. It's been a while, but I used to. Yeah, I think we should have been Sultai, and we still can.
Yeah.
Deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. We can take the Attuned Hunter whenever one of our cards leave our graveyard during a turn. I counter on this creature. So yeah, I'll take Lion Weight. I mean, we've passed a couple of Sultai cards, so like pack 2 might be a little weird, but I think we can do it. Let's try it.
Got your turtle friend.
Yeah, but that's an Obzon card. Speaking of Obzon, there's the Devotee. What do you do? 5 mana, 3/2. When it enters or attacks, it endures 2. You know, enduring 2 and making a 2/2, like going wide with Obzon cards, pretty good with Craterhoof Behemoth. It wants you to have a lot of creatures, so.
Okay.
Right of Renewal returns 2 permanents from our graveyard to our hand. We shuffle up to 4 cards from our graveyard into our library, and then we exile this card. We could play the Dragon, Dirgur Island Dragon. We could play Bewildering Blizzard, draw 3.
Inquiring Mind Screw says the Resolve M. Huh?
Oh, from I guess from the last pack,
Oh.
the Resolve card. Let's do this one. Over the right, I guess.
Erica said, weather update, tornado touched down, but is not near me and is moving away from me. Awesome.
Good.
Very nice.
Yes. All right, what do you do? At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1, then you can tap this to make a black zombie druid only during our turn and only if a card left our graveyard that turn. High Spire Bell Ringer. Oh, Resolve. Destroy a creature with flying or +3/+3. Okay.
Inquiring Mind Screw says Resolve.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
Okay, so maybe you accidentally hit the M earlier?
Yeah. Auroral Procession. Return a card from our graveyard to our hand. Cool, I'll take it.
Nice.
Very nice. Humbling Elder, not a bad pick with this deck. But I'll take Auroral Procession. It's very easy to say. I'll take the Bloodflies, sure. Why not?
It's mosquitoes.
Yeah. Sack a creature to put a +1/+1 counter on this. This is just a 5-mana 3/3. We can bounce one of their things. Or Unending Whisper to draw a card and then Harmonize later to draw a card. Let's take the card draw. Wingspan Stride. Or the stuff leaving our graveyard. Do we have stuff with Renew yet? Not really. Not really at all. Ah! Feral Deathgorger. Nice. Oh, there's a Thornwood Falls, though. Let's do the right thing. Let's take the land. I got the turtle anyway, Amy.
Yay!
Pack 2. Green Rare.
Ooh.
We literally didn't draw this in our last deck when we had it.
There's also that.
Yeah, the Saga Wildling is a very good card. You're absolutely right. What do you do? Mill cards equal the number of lands. We could exile a card, or this card from our graveyard. X counters or X is the number of lands in our graveyard. And it's probably the Wildling, you're right.
Aha! But I really like her dress, though.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I would wear that.
I wouldn't, but...
Well, it'd be your loss. Clearly. Lucian says, 3-color guy looks like he's about to dab.
So he's like this, and then he's going to go like in like that or whatever. I can see it. Creatures with power less than this creature's power can't block it as long as you control a creature with a counter on it. It's a 3/3. I'm going to need some removal to keep us alive, right? So Caustic Exhale probably is the pick. When it enters, we can exile a creature from our graveyard to return an instant or a sorcery from our graveyard to our hand. We currently have 2 sorceries and 2 instants. Ugh. Shut up. Just shut up. No one cares.
Okay. No one even likes you.
That's also true. That's like more true than anything else that I said. All right, Kishless Skimmer came back, so I'll take it, sure. Or not came back, but we saw another one.
Right.
I mean, Stillness in Motion at the beginning of your upkeep, mill 3, then if your library has no cards in it, exile this enchantment and put 5 cards from your graveyard on top of your library in any order. No.
That sounds bad.
No. It is bad. It is bad. We could take the Devotee.
Aggressive negotiation.
It has Defender, though. So I guess I'll take the Leopard. No, I don't love this one. Plus, we're so light on black. We have 2 mono black cards and 1, like, tricolor card.
That's because we're in mono green, if you recall.
I don't recall. Never once do I recall that happening. Is it another Kishless Skimmer? I think it is over a Pummeler. We don't have any pummelers, and we have one skimmer, but the other one came back. I'll try the pummeler.
The
Maybe
very next day.
Thanks. Maybe the pummeler comes back. I'll take a roamer's routine because we want to be able to get up to Crater Hoof mana. Glacier Wood Siege. Yeah, nobody's in these two colors, so this is us. Not the show.
Yeah.
But yes, the show.
Jessie from Gilmore Girls.
Is she on that show?
He. Yes.
I've never seen Gilmore Girls. You know this.
And Mandy Moore.
Well, I knew Mandy Moore was on that show, yeah. Double black, no. I mean, I'll take this, I guess, but we're not playing it. Alesha's Legacy is a cool card, though. Cruel Truths or Bellringer. The second spell you cast each turn costs one less. Irrelevant. I'll take Cruel Truths. I'll probably put that in the sideboard as well. In fact, I don't know. Like, Lion Weight is a good card, so we'll hold on to it for now, but I don't know how in black we are. Right now, we're absolutely in Simic, and we'll see about splashing black.
Marcus would be proud.
Simic's a great color combo. Humbling Elder. I'll take it. It's a good one. Flash, 1 mana, -2/-0 to something when it comes in. Do you like either of these arts?
The tiger.
Iridescent tiger.
It didn't look iridescent in the picture, but it sure did look badass.
Macedo 27, Budget Buffalo, Magana, Nookie Monster, Crazy Legs 1231, Basic Forest, and Henrique Ferraz. Also, all of our avatars are real tiny all of a sudden. And by all of a sudden, I mean this has been happening for a couple weeks now, but maybe Arena eventually will get their shit together, but I doubt it. So.
Do you think they did it all for the Nookie?
Come on! Anyway, let's Mysterize Mountain. The next spell we cast this turn can't be countered. There's the Wayfarer, but it asks us to mill. If we mill Crater Hoof, I'm going to be very upset. Very upset. I will take another Vanguard, because that is a good card. The land isn't bad, but the Vanguard is more what I would like to do here. If we have a whole team, Synchronized Charge is actually probably pretty good for us here. So I'll happily take it. Notably, the second Kishla Skimmer did not come back. Would like to note that. There is an argument for the Jungle Hollow here. There's also a Sagu Pummeler or a Dispelling Exhale. We have 2 Pummelers already. Land it is. Good. Happily take it. Kishla Skimmer. God damn. Dragon's Prey. Stalwart Successor. Unending Whisper. Teamer Devotee. I think it's got to be the Skimmer again, right? We only have 1, so let's take a second one, sure.
Wow.
But there's Piercing Exhale and another Jungle Hollow. God damn it, man.
Tough one.
That's really tough.
Don't we have more than one Skimmer already?
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the Skimmer. No.
Oh.
Now I'm talking about Jungle Hollow or Piercing Exhale.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Hollow again, I think. A lot of our stuff is very low to the ground, right? Or is very low mana cost as well. AKA also very low power then. The Envoy lets us draw a card if we have a creature with a counter on it. Otherwise, it gets a counter on it. Sure. There's another Humbling Elder. I doubt this one comes back, but maybe we get another. Focus the Mind. Draw 3, discard 1. Sure. Why not? It's cheaper if we've cast another spell, and we do have a lot of low-costed stuff. So that seems great. What do you do again? 4 mana, Flying Ward 2, 2/3 flyer. We said flying already. At the beginning of your upkeep, you can exile 2 cards from your graveyard to put a counter on this. I mean, but there's also the Night Watch. We haven't had the opportunity to get any Night Watches yet. Night Watch it is. Focus the Mind or the Return of Mistrise Village. But the issue is I would need 9 mana to be able to make sure that Craterhoof can't be countered. Take more Focus the Mind, I think. We have 3 land, which means right now we only need to make 3 cuts. That's something. Take the Wayfarer. It's the only thing in our colors. Plus, I didn't have one, but I debated taking one earlier. We have the Exhale. I was going to take that one earlier as well. Temur Devotee, okay. The Wayfarer mills, the Devotee, not going to be necessary. We're only playing 2 colors, really. Like, we have a 3rd color in the 1 card. Do you like this art?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. It's Twin Bolt. We got 2 of them.
Yeah, sure.
God damn it. Okay, anyway, let's put that as the deck box then. Stupid card.
Oh, it's so good.
Boo. Okay. What are we cutting out of this deck?
You don't have a lot of cuts you gotta make,
Correct.
so that's nice.
Because we cut black after picking a good number of black cards.
Yeah. So. Okay.
We have a lot of 5-drops, but notably this is going to be a 1-drop for a while, right? And then I guess it's down
sure.
here, but it won't let me. So whatever, it's a 1-drop for a while because we're just going to be using it to go get basics. This is a 2-drop that lets us draw a card, so that goes over there.
Okay.
Do I like? I mean, it's a lot of card draw.
Card draw's good, though.
It is. You're right.
Just cut the lands. Just all of them. All the lands, LOL.
Yeah, for sure. Not even 4 of them, so that we could just have a 40-card deck.
No. Have less cards than you're supposed to, and no lands.
This creature enters or attacks and endures 2. I just don't think this is good enough, so I'm going to cut both of them. They're 5-drops. They're not doing as much as our other 5s and 6s are doing. So I'll cut both of those, and we need one more cut. You. Yeah, okay, goodbye. Cool.
Okay.
That's it. We did it.
Yay.
Sleeves for a Simic deck, Amy.
Quandrix.
Zimone. Our girl Zimone. My girl Zimone.
Yeah. I mean, she's fine.
I know.
I don't have any issues with her.
Right.
Yeah.
She's just not
my favorite.
She's just not Quintorius. Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Or Dina.
Exactly.
All right, so we are arguably Sultai for the 2nd time tonight, but really we're Simic with a little bit of Sultai.
Not really.
Just Salt Bay, a little bit of Sultai in there.
Yeah. Salt Bay. Sultai.
Yeah, I was going to say Salt Bay. Yeah, that's right. Me. You can't see that yet, but you will in a second. We're playing me. You know what? Like, this seems like a bad hand because it's only got 2 land in it, but it doesn't. It has a land in it that lets us go get a land, and then the turn after, we can tap one of their things and draw a card. This is great. And, or Kishla Skimmer on turn 2, on curve. Ooh. Look at that. Searching for a basic, reveal it, put it into our hand, and then shuffle. Do I have any? Oh, we have... Did I not notice we have Craterhoof in hand? Holy shit. Okay, my bad. Oops. Well, this is all... Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Don't you worry. This guy's got haste. I don't care.
Lucian says, Sultai, wearing nothing but a tie. Raffle.
Wow. This is an instant, right? It is. So I can tap their thing and draw a card on their turn. And then next turn I can play Roamer's Routine and go get more lands. Which is very helpful. Because again, we've got Craterhoof in hand. We don't have creatures, like a lot of creatures. But, you know.
But Craterhoof is a creature.
It sure is. Alright, so let's play this now. Tap their stupid Duelist. Draw a Trade Route Envoy. Not bad. That's a creature. They look at the top two, one into their hand, the other into their graveyard, and into their graveyard goes something that they'll show us. A land. We drew a land.
Okay.
Let's play. We're going to take 4 damage. Are we okay with that? Yes. Because we can play the Pummeler next turn. So let's play this and go get a basic. It's a forest. They already know about this forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 3 more lands? I mean...
Amazing.
The Envoy makes a 5/4 as opposed to the 4/4 Pummeler. Maybe I do the Envoy first, because if this dies, at least it doesn't have reach. Like we would need against this thing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
A little bit.
Oh my god. That's very scary. We drew the Leopard as well. So play the land. So actually... No, we wouldn't be able to stop it. Either way, right? We have 5 mana available. Which means we could play the Skimmer and the Leopard. And we pass. So weird. Oh, God. So scary. Oh, thank you. I needed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my god. And they also focus the mind, which means all their flurry abilities go off. Which is, and by all, I mean the single flurry ability that they have. But the Bell Ringer made it cost less, and its ability itself made it cost less. So it actually cost 3 less. It only cost them 2 mana to draw 3 cards and discard 1. Seems good.
What are their sleeves?
The Gruul Witch from Eldraine.
Yeah. She's tasting the witch's brew.
Correct. They discarded Twin Bolt. What's her name? Agatha? Something like that? I don't remember her name. Let's kill...
Agatha all along.
Yeah, exactly. Let's kill the Duelist, shall we? So they can't do any... We're at 7? Dude.
Boo.
This is not... Oh! Destroy target creature with flying.
That's nice.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Instant speed, though, so we probably wait till their turn. We do have a flyer of our own. But it also says when a card leaves our graveyard during our turn, draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. So we could Auroral Procession and still have Sarkhan's Resolve up. So let's do that. And we get back Undergrowth Leopard. We draw a card. Please be a land. It was not a land.
Damn it.
But we could Unending Whisper to draw a card and keep up Sarkhan's Resolve. So let's draw another card. It's a land.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still need 2 more land. I don't know if we're going to get it this game, y'all. They're tapped out. We do this now, right? Destroy it. Yeah. Goodbye. Okay. Pass. No. Obviously, I don't attack. I'm at 7. They're at 20. Craterhoof is not even going to win us the game right now because we have 1 creature on the battlefield and they're still at 20. So we've basically got to stabilize and then fight back a little bit and then play Craterhoof. It's like a big ask is what I'm saying.
But if anyone can do it, it's me.
Me. All right. They also have 6. They have a second Bell Ringer. So now they've already cast a spell. Their next spell costs 2 less. So they can play up to a 5 mana spell right now. With 3 cards left in their hand. And so they play. I await with bated breath a kill. Oh, a tap spell. All right, that's fine. I'll take 3. I'm at 7. but I'll take 3. Now, that was only their second spell, so, or I should say, only their second spell is cheaper, so now anything that they play is full cost, full retail. Discard a card to draw 2 cards. They discard a land and draw 2 cards. You got it. But that's all their mana. They can now attack us for 3. We take 3. We're at 4. Our creature does untap. We did draw a land.
Awesome.
We do have the 3 green that we need. We have 7 mana right now. So we play Pummeler. We play Leopard. And we sit back and we wait.
This is scary.
Yeah, thanks. God damn it. Permanently tapped. Not permanently tapped.
Why?
We have Undergrowth Leopard. It destroys their thing, and then we can untap it next turn. Exile the top 4 of their library until the end of their next turn. They can play that card, but whenever they cast their second spell, this gains double strike, but it doesn't do it this turn. Because it was their second spell. They got a land. So they can play that land next turn. They have 1 card in hand. I mean, we might be able to do this.
Yeah.
We're at 4. They have a 2/3 flying ward 2, which is annoying, but possibly fine. Pass to attackers. They attack with the 2 in the air and the 2/1 on the ground. But I'm going to absolutely block like this. And then take 1. But before damage, sack this to get rid of this stupid thing. And our Pummeler will untap next turn. We did not draw the land. We did not. But
Damn.
it's fine. Trade Route Envoy could get us a land. Or no, it gets a counter. Silly me. But we get to draw 3, discard 1.
Nice. Okay. Let's
So
do this.
let's do that. We got no land.
Oh my god.
Out of all of that shit. Wow. Okay, well. 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3. We take 2, go to 1 on board right now. That is terrifying. If we draw a land next turn, we have a slight chance. A slight chance. But it's not great. And I may have to... Okay. They are in full top deck mode. The only card that they have access to is a land. That 3/4 does nothing for them because I have a 4/4 blocker. They can't cast 2 spells, so they can't give this double strike. If they take a turn off on attacks fully, it's not going to be great if we try to cast Craterhoof, but we've got some stuff to do. So we have options. I just don't love them. But we have built up quite a defense here. Them attacking... I was just going to say them attacking here is a real bad idea, but I don't know what their 1 card in hand is. If they drew the nut, then there's nothing I can do about it, and I was destined to lose the game regardless. I think we lose the skimmer here. In fact, we have to lose the skimmer here. But that's fine. Nothing else? You lost your 2 huge creatures? What? Okay.
We drew land.
Yes, but let's play this smart.
Okay.
We're not playing Craterhoof this turn. Because, let's do the math. All of our creatures would gain trample and get +2/+2, or +3/+3. So it'd be 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Oh my god, we win. Depending on what their last card is, we might win. Let's try it. Do we win? Yep.
Wow. Thank you, me. Holy shit. That was mind-blowing. Wow, they thought they fucking had you.
I mean, I thought they fucking had me,
and
man.
then we just turn around, play 1 card, and win.
I will say, for their benefit, or for my benefit, that attack that they made was garbage. That was such a bad attack. you sit back and you wait a turn. Like, I know you taste it, right? You're like so close. You wait, man. You lost 1, 2, 3 creatures.
Yeah.
And I lost 1 in that exchange. And like, I went to 1, but as we always say, 1 is not 0. Like, I had 2 good creatures sitting here. They didn't know that I could have played a second Sagu Pummeler, which would have been another reach creature. So they basically, what they thought was, because they got one of my flyers off the field, right?
Yeah.
They had the opportunity to attack next turn. We block one of them with the Sagu Pummeler, take 1 and die. But I had a full turn. There are cards that gain life. Like, we could have drawn an extra card with Unending Whisper. Like, there were so many options there. You don't have to anticipate the mythic Craterhoof Behemoth, but like, I don't know. It feels like what if I just drop this Sagu Pummeler? It's a 4-drop common. It's not that difficult to think that I have a second one. So I drop the Sagu Pummeler, or I play the Humbling Elder. Give one of your 1/4 flyers -2/-0. Your other one gets killed by the blocking Sagu Pummeler. And then you have a 0-powered or negative-powered flyer that deals no damage to me, and your other flyer dies.
Maybe they just counted wrong and they thought you were going to go to 0 instead of 1.
It's possible, I guess. But yeah, I think that was a bad attack on their part, and then obviously it gave us the opportunity to win.
I can't imagine what they were saying on their side.
The only point that matters.
Nice.
So we got the achievement for winning a game while at 1, because 1 is
Very
not
nice.
0. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the only life point that mattered. They're not wrong. Ready to claim Color Masteries. That's in black? Okay. Win a game with a life total of 1 or less. Claim. Death Shadow. So Death Shadow, if you recall, is the 13/13 for a single black that gets -1/-1, or -X/-X, excuse me, where X is your life total.
Gotcha. Very good.
And so you try to play a bunch of cards that make you lose a bunch of life, because the less life you have, the bigger this creature is. And obviously, until you are at 12 or less, you literally can't play this because it will just die.
Sure.
So,
Wow.
okay. Well, okay, back to it. Craterhoof Behemoth. Wow.
Yeah.
Hrolf. We're playing against Hrolf. Oh my god. We have the same thing again.
Whoa.
Saga Wildling and Dirger Island Dragon with one of each of the lands in hand.
Nice.
And Roamer's Routine this time, which we drew into last time. No other creatures, by the way. So this at least will get shuffled in, because then once I guess we'll use this at the end of their turn if they have a creature, and we'll draw another card. But like, I'm keeping this hand. I'm keeping this. They play a tap land and gain a life. Good.
Lucian says, give it scavenge, lol.
We drew the Skimmer again.
Wow.
It's like such a similar opener. We just don't have Craterhoof this time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's fine. Take the forest. All right, we drew another island. They don't have a creature right now, so tapping it to draw a card, even at the end of their turn, isn't super helpful here, so I'm going to actually get the Kishla Skimmer out now. Especially if we keep drawing land, we may not need to play the Omen on this, but even if we do, that's fine. Oh, look at their cool lands.
Oh, nice.
They don't kill Kishla Skimmer, they tap it. Okay, that's fine. We drew the Night Watch. We can't play it this turn because we don't have the land for it, but if we play the forest that they know about and play Roamer's Routine, then we could play the Gurmag Night Watch next turn.
Nice.
Because we have the black now.
Yeah, we do.
And we can keep up the tap or the destroy a creature with flying or whatever. Oh, never mind. She is Ward 1, actually, so that's kind of fun. So let's play the Night Watch. Play it with the 3 colors that I have. Yes, thank you. Look at the top 3. We can put 1 back on top and the rest into our graveyard. So we want this in our graveyard. That's good. And we want this on top. So Kishla Skimmer is going to go in our graveyard, unfortunately. Okay. But it means that we can play this. And combat, obviously not attack, and pass. The cool thing is, if and when, well, I guess they'd have to, if they play the 2 spells that Eshki needs, then we're in a little bit of trouble. But they didn't, because it's before combat, at the beginning of combat. So, pass to attackers. Let's see it. Oh, I moved the horse. God damn it. All right, Humbling Elder. Please and thank you. Let's see what they have. They have a bunch of mana open here. So, if I flash in Humbling Elder, what I'd like to try to do, we'll see what they're going to play, is I can shrink Eshki, double block with the Night Watch and the Elder. The Elder dies, but so does Eshki. They counter it. Never mind. Okay, well, I haven't blocked yet, so I guess I take 4. Thankfully, that worked out beneficially for me, so that's good.
Lucian says, duck, duck, goo. That ain't a goose.
No. No, it is not. All right, so if I block with this, destroy an artifact or enchantment, it'll be the ringing bell thing.
That's a goose.
Well, I think he's saying it's not a goose because it's got too many heads to be a goose.
Yeah, okay, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 3 mana. I could give something +3/+3. But then I don't have the mana for all this, right? So I guess go to combat, say no attacks, end the turn, and pass.
What are their sleeves?
The Chandra Mountain from Foundations, I think.
That's really pretty.
Yeah, it is. And they've got the cool racing lands from Ether Drift.
Yeah. Oh, I love that one.
It's a boat.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah, that one's cool.
I mean, we've got a lot of instants here. This is a sorcery, but we've got a lot of instant speed spells here. These are also sorceries, which is fine. I love the notes because it's harmonized, so there's little notes coming off of them.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. Obviously, if they target the leopard, I just sack it and destroy the thing tapping down our skimmer. But Sagu Pummeler, good one. Okay, pass to attackers. Let's see it. No attacks, huh? Okay, well, I guess we do it then. Goodbye, Ringing Bell Strike, or whatever you're called.
Lucian says, Chandra looks like she's thinking, I might have taken a wrong turn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any land gets us this 4/4 flying ward 2.
Awesome.
We did not draw the land, but it's the Botanist. Look at the top card. If it's a land, we can reveal it and put it into our hand. I'll take it. That's when it becomes tapped. So that's good. Oh. I can harmonize this. Now. Tap the Traveling Botanist. And try to get 2 land now. Autopay. All 3. It became tapped. Look at the top card. If it's a land, we can reveal it. If we don't put the card into our hand, we may put it into our graveyard. I'm also not going to do that. So I'll fully decline. We draw that card. And then we go get... We still need a 3rd forest if we happen to draw Craterhoof. So I'll take the forest here. No attacks. And we pass. And the Kishla Skimmer activated to draw us this card. Because the Roamer's Routine left our graveyard. So we got to draw a card. And this also lets us draw a card. So we might be able to do this again next turn to try to get another land. So that's fun. This is all fun. I like it. There's cool like synergies in our Sultai deck that's like doing all the Teamer things that Teamer wants to do. They kill the Night Watch by dealing it 5 damage. Okay, you got it. And the Sage of the Fang puts a counter on... Eshki's going to get more counters now. That's getting scary. We take 11 and go to 5? That's not great. Whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery, target player mills 4, or we may play lands from our graveyard. We don't have any lands in our graveyard. Damn it, Glacier Wood Siege. Sarkhan's Resolve will actually be quite helpful here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Yeah, I guess we do this, right? And then we keep up Sarkin's Resolve or the Dragon ability if we have to. So yeah, let's do this. Take the action to put the Pummeler in the graveyard. We drew a land and the Undergrowth Leopard. God damn. Okay. So yeah, either the Resolve or the Dragon gets kept up here. And we actually, because we drew the land, we can target Eshki with this, with the tap ability. So that's great. But we still will lose our creature. But that's fine. We're going to have to deal with that. Notably, all right, let's see. Oh, right. Pay 2, tap Eshki, say yes, because she's ward 1, auto pay the 1, she gets tapped, and we draw Focus the Mind. I mean, obviously I have to block here. I take 2 and go to 3. Unless... Nope, I take 2 and go to 3. Okay, next. Laseed Prowler, dropping the rare. They may mill 7. They have 26 left in their library, so this will not help us, unfortunately. They did mill 7. We drew our last land that we needed, if we had Craterhoof, which we do not. But 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means 4, 5, 6. Keeping up Sarkin's Resolve. Pass. One of their creatures is not lethal, and we have blockers for all but one of their creatures. So, this is the attack that they are choosing to make. Let's first, because if we're going to lose, we're going to lose. They have all their mana open and 2 cards in hand. Let's first try to give the Pummeler +3/+3 until end of turn and see what happens. Again, if they have it, they were going to have it the whole time. So, better we do it now. Oh, look. They had it. Okay. We lose. They had it the whole time.
Wow.
So, yeah, it doesn't matter. The 6/6 has trample. So, block here, just die. Yep.
Thank you, Rolf.
I guess the only thing is if we had gone to blockers first, then that card in general wouldn't have worked. Because, like, tapping something after it blocks is irrelevant. It has already blocked.
Sure.
But, like, okay. So.
Yeah.
I guess it was a misplay because of the tap card. I guess. But, like, they had 7 mana open. Like, how am I supposed to be like, well, of all the cards in the set, this one would goozle me if I did it in this order. Sorry. I'm not that player. I'm not in the Pro Tour. I'm sitting in my fucking living room. So, like... Anyway. Alright, we're 1-1. The deck's cool. Right?
Yeah. I think so.
Me too. It has a mythic in it.
That's good.
It helped us in game 1. That's for sure. And by helped us, I mean was the only reason why we won game 1. And that attack from our opponent.
Yeah. That bad attack.
Yeah. It was. Because the thing is, right, if they hadn't attacked at all, even if we had played Craterhoof and attacked with everybody, like, they would have absolutely had a way to, like, block in such a way where they would have gone to, like, 5 and then killed us on the crackback, right? Like,
yeah.
There were absolutely ways that we have the Wildling in our opening hand again, and Roamer's Routine, and Craterhoof Behemoth.
What the hell? This is so weird, but awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't complaining. Thanks, Arena. Let's get the last green that we need. And pass.
And then we has it.
Yeah, exactly. We drew the leopard, which is actually really funny, because then I can just go like this, play the leopard, and now they don't know what our second color is.
Yeah.
So that's helpful. Right now we're mono green as far as they're concerned. And theoretically, I could play the third forest and play the roamers routine, but like I'm probably just gonna play an island. I mean, let's be real. Like that's just silly. I guess we get the swamp. We already have all 3 forests, so we might as well get the splash color as well.
And C. Hollins here saying, made it. Hey, with a wave.
What is up, C. Holland? Great to see you. Happy Magic Monday.
Yeah.
How's every little thing? Well, I don't know how you're going to pronounce this person's name, but we'll deal with it later. Actually, I have a guess, but...
Okay.
Anyway.
I do too.
Good. We'll see who's right. Dragonstorm Globe, followed by Shock Brigade. We drew another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need 8. And actually, if we play this and then play this for retail, we just go get the last land. We did it.
Wow. Okay.
So in hand
Awesome.
and or on the field, we have 8 lands. So in 2 turns, we have Craterhoof mana. Which is pretty crazy and fun. And we're still at 20. And they are trying to play like a Mardu fast deck. No non-basics for me, my friend. None. I guess I block the 1/1 and take only 1. 19. I mean, I'm playing it. Absolutely playing it. Now, what does this say? Return a creature specifically from our graveyard to our hand. Deals damage equal to that card's power to target creature. That's fun. Vigilance and Trample with Harmonize. Like, I got nothing. Pass, I guess. That's unfortunate. Next turn, I have Craterhoof mana.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's a sorcery. So I guess I block the 1/1 again. Pass to blockers, block the 1/1, take 6, and go to 14. And then they follow it up with... Look at their brass knuckles sleeves from New Capenna.
Ooh.
They followed up with nothing. They just keep up 5 mana. Take my turn. Drew Humbling Elder. Is this worth it? I can hit them for 11 and put them to 8.
That sounds pretty good.
Does it, though?
I mean, it, like, knocks them in half, basically.
Well, yeah, but that's not enough. I'm going to actually play... See, the thing is, if I flash in Humbling Elder on their turn, I can't then synchronize Charge. So I think I'm going to flash in Humbling Elder, just play Humbling Elder now. Shrink this, it's irrelevant. Then I'm going to play Synchronized Charge and put a counter on each of them. Submit. They each get Vigilance. Like, I want them to counter this if they really feel like they want to. They don't. And now I get to, cancel. Now I get to attack for 3. Vigilance. So I could keep it back on blocks. They draw 3 and shrink all our creatures. That's fine. They were going to do it anyway, so congrats, you did it. They take 0. We end our turn, or do we just do this again? If we do this again, I think we just do this again. Tap a creature to reduce the cost. We don't have to. No. Cancel. Decline to tap anything. Do it again. We got nothing else going on. It gives them counters, and it gives us more of a chance to kill them next turn more easily with this.
C. Hallen says again.
Yeah, thank you. Good call. I think so too. We're at 14. They're gonna swing out here. I would be surprised if they used removal. They're going to bounce something.
Lucian says doing a Greg turning up at the end, lol, in regards to see Holland getting here when he did.
Okay. So I can't block the menace, right? Because they bounced one of my 2 creatures. I could take 6 and go to 8 here. Or not 8. No, 8. I was right. Silly me. Blocking this way. They made 2 1/1s for some reason. Okay, sure. We drew Kishless Skimmer. They played the 2 blockers. Now we have a flying blocker if we want. How does this math work out for me? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I can do this. If I play the Undergrowth Leopard, I use it to destroy... Which one, though? 2 1/1 birds with flying? Sure. That one. Because the orb only matters, the globe only matters if they have another dragon, which if they did, they would have played it. We play Lie in Wait, bringing this back, and dealing 2 damage to this. Oh, but I played it in the wrong order. You fool. Fine, I'll just play it back. I'm not going to show the Kishless Skimmer and show my shame. Damn it, man. That sucks. I could have drawn an extra card, and I didn't. Damn it. And if that card was a land, we then could have played the Skimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we couldn't. We played a land this turn. Never mind.
Oh.
But still. All right, so they tap it and put 3 stun counters on it. Yeah, we're not winning this game. No way. No chance. Okay. In fact, we're dead on board. So there you go. They did it. Okay. So yeah, I guess it was proper to play the Craterhoof and not try to win in 1 turn and just have a 5/5. But they were just going to tap it. Like, they have kill spells out the ass. Like, whatever. Obviously, I kill this because you're going to kill my thing anyway. So it really doesn't matter, dude. Stop fucking around. Yeah, get the hell out of here, man.
Thank you, Jackaldew.
I would have said
Jackaldew?
I would have said Jack Ledoux.
Jack Ledoux. Okay, sure.
But I don't know. Who knows, man?
J.K. Ledoux.
Exactly. That also works. All right, we got 750 gold. That's fun. All right, can we win this game too? Can we like have the best record of the last 2 weeks by having 2 wins with a single deck?
I think we can.
I think we can as well. Arena really like gave us decent opening hands.
Yeah,
it
really
games.
has.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
I know. Well, it's to make up for last week, right? Like they had to do something. Tharok. Okay, it's an interesting hand, but I will work with it. I'm gonna play the Jungle Hollow first, and then one of the other lands, which means I won't be able to play Humbling Elder turn 1, but we still have Botanist turn 2, so we got options. This seems cool. Okay, gain a life. And we have all 3 of our colors as well, which is nice. Yeah, see, so they just drew a card, so like the Elder wouldn't have done anything for us here. Play this, play the Botanist, and pass.
Alright, my eyes are pretty dry, so I'm going to get us more water.
Sounds great, thank you. They play a 1/3 Vigilance. It can't be blocked, and whenever it attacks, up to 1 target player mills cards equal to this creature's power, which as we know is 1. I guess I play the blue so that we can have Dispelling Exhale and the Humbling Elder. I'm going to go to combat and swing for 3, or 2, excuse me. I will not put that in my graveyard. Thank you for asking. I'll go to blocks. They, of course, block. Doesn't matter. I have nothing to pump it with. It was just so that I could get the ability of it becoming tapped, and I will pass. I do have Dispelling Exhale, but I could also shrink their creature, so... Yeah. Countered unless you pay 2. Submit no dragons, doesn't matter. Their spell gets countered, my creature lives, and we move on. +1/+1 in flying. Sounds great. Shrink becomes a 2/4 flyer that can't be blocked. So what does this thing do? Mill. Mill 2. Me or them? That's the question. Us. Okay. Well, we have some renew cards, as we know. But if they mill Craterhoof, I'm going to be upset. But also, it was equal to its power, so we're fine. When you cast an instant or a sorcery, target player mills 4, or we may play lands from our graveyard. I mean, I guess it's going to be Teamer, right? Oh, but I have 4 mana. I'm just going to play the Pummeler. Thank you, Amy. But it straight up can't be blocked, right? So, combat first. Attack with the Botanist. It becomes tapped. So we look at the top card. It's a card draw card, but I will put it into my graveyard because it's got Harmonize. We do have Auroral Procession, but we don't need to do it right now. Go to blocks. They block. Not a problem. Play this. Choose... Actually, hold on. Can I undo this? No. Okay, that's fine. Instant or a sorcery, they mill 4. Okay. So yeah, this Veteran Ice Climber is going to be very annoying. Look at the top 7. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. But they... Oh, okay. It's annoying, but okay. Synchronized Charge and Focus the Mind, and we drew another Focus the Mind. Cool. I guess these both have Harmonize, so... that's 5. Minus 2 would be 3, which will leave us with 1 mana, so might as well play this guy. Sagu Pummeler. Might as well attack, use its ability. It's a land. I will reveal it and draw it. They block, of course. Don't care. Play it, gain a life. And now at least I have a threat that they can't block with this Vigilance Veteran Ice Climber thing. At least not profitably. Of course, they physically can block it. Okay, another Detainment. We don't have any of our leopards yet, so we can get rid of those things eventually. They still didn't mill the leopards or the Craterhoof, so that's good. They have a second Veteran Ice Climber, and we drew the leopard. Now the question is... Actually, I guess it's not really much of a question, right? We can actually Auroral Procession at any time to get anything back from our graveyard that we don't want to be there. So, we might as well Undergrowth Leopard. Get back our Pummeler. Gimme. Now, they could double block this thing, so I'm not going to attack with it, the 2/3. But, so I say no attacks. I guess I end my turn. Auroral Procession, notably an instant. So if we wanted, we could return something to our hand at the end of the turn. That's actually really funny. Okay. So they tap it. Congrats, you have tapped my creature. I could just get the leopard back. I'm going to take 3 here. I can't do anything about it, unfortunately. So we mill 3. Oh, that's fun. Sagu Pummeler and Roamer's Routine. Pass to blockers. I literally can't block them. Pass to damage. I will Auroral Procession, I think, at the end of the turn. Sure. To get the leopard back. Trade Route Envoy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2. Good. We can draw cards and stuff too. They have no counter magic. Oh, right. But we can't do it this turn unless we think we're going to draw a land. But also we have 19 cards left in our library. So... But also it's going to take forever. All right. I don't know how we kill these ice climbers, man. This is annoying. I guess we synchronize charge, tapping this to reduce the cost, targeting these two, submit. Come on, baby, be a land. It is! Gorgeous. Ah, exactly what I wanted. Play the land. No attacks. End the turn. And so basically, I can't block with the leopard, obviously, because I can't block either of these stupid things. What does this do? Exile the top card, and you can play it until your end of your next turn. You got it? Damn it, stupid horse. Take 3, mill 3. Skimmer. Night Watch. Land. Okay. Okay. They do exile the top card. It's a land. They can play it until the end of their next turn. And they have 1 Harmonize Unending Whisper in their hand. I will sack this to get rid of this. And get my Pummeler back. Drew a land, unfortunately. That's not ideal. But 4, 5, 6, 7, that's not enough either. But we could play this. No, we don't want to get a land, right? This costs 5, but we can minus 3 from that, which would make it cost 2. Oh no, that's not that. That's this. So we can minus 3, make it cost 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 for Focus the Mind. So yeah, we'll draw a bunch of cards this turn. How's that sound? This one. Auto pay. We have 14 cards left. Now's the time to do it. I will not put that in my graveyard. Decline. Then I'll draw it. Then I will, I guess, play the land. Oh, no. Sorry. Then I will Focus the Mind. We talked about this. God damn it. Focus the Mind. Draw 3. Discard the island. Then we can play the land. Lie in wait. We do have the black. We can bring any creature back from our graveyard to our hand like the Pummeler and deal 4 damage to something. That's incredible. Attack for 4. We can't block anyway. So I assume they just take the 4. Great. They're at 16. This game ain't over yet, y'all. Lie in wait brings it back to our hand. Kills the 2/4. They have another tapping thing. I don't care. Don't care. We're getting a second one in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can get this back and replay it. We're going to mill some cards, but like I'll live. 1 land, a land, and the Durgar Island Dragon. Interesting. Exile the top card. They can play it until their next turn, and it's this thing, which they don't play. And we drew Craterhoof. Everything would get +4/+4 and has trample. 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 22, -7. But they still have to block a bunch of things. So I guess this is what we're doing. Because they have what? This that they didn't play, and this, and that's it, right? Craterhoof it is. Swing. Reveal the land. Give it to me. Thank you. We have 5 cards left in our library. It's irrelevant. You have to block or you're dead. You can live. There is a way to live. But only just. You got it. Sure. Okay. Oh, they went to exactly 0. Maybe I did my math wrong. Awesome. Thank you, Craterhoof, but thank you, Tharok. Did you have fun in the match? You know what? It was a stressful match. Very, very stressful with those 2 cards. But at the end, even if we hadn't drawn that Craterhoof, I don't think that was the only reason we won. So I'll say I had fun. I think we had other options. Their block was weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, the double block on the 1 creature, you're right. But I guess, like, it doesn't matter, right? It was exact, like, the numbers still don't, like, their toughness was what it was. So it should have, I don't know, maybe. Maybe I just didn't do the math right, but their block was weird. I agree with you. Like, double blocking one of my things for no reason, like, it didn't kill in response, so, yeah. Dave the Noob and Initiate is our current opponent. Don't we have a title? We should have a title. Oh, no. That was on, that was during our streamer event. Silly me. Okay. You know what? Roamer's Routine in hand, all three of our colors. I'm fine with this one. Totally fine with this. We can keep up Humbling Elder. We'll flash it in at the end of their turn, whether they've played a creature or yeah, at the end of their turn, whether they've played a creature or not. Good sleeves. Good sleeves. And a good pet, or companion, excuse me. This pet rock is their companion. Don't want to be rude. But yeah, like I said, I'll flash this in either way. Flash it in. We can get them for one. We drew another land. We'll play this one. We'll go to combat. We'll attack. And we'll pass. Okay. So we have 3 islands. We need 3 forests. So Roamer's Routine will go get a forest for sure. Well, we drew another forest. That's good, I suppose. But also, I'm going to go get a forest. Thanks for asking. Obviously no attacks. We'll keep this back on blocks. Happy to make that trade. Especially before we play the Sagu Pummeler. But they can tap to add a red, I suppose. Devoted Duelist as well. With Haste and Flurry. It's good. Channel Dragonfire kills. We take 1. Okay. Smart. I like it. Alright, we take 5 as well. Annoying, but good for our opponent. That's a lot of land. But we still have the Pummeler. And I mean, next turn, we have Roamer's Routine if we need to, like, keep thinning out our deck, I suppose. Because this hand sucks now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Craterhoof mana in hand and on board. We do not need another land with Roamer's Routine, but we sure do have the opportunity to get one, I guess. God damn. Actually, I think a cool draw this turn would be Kishla Skimmer. We can use the Skimmer, play it, and make Roamer's Routine cheaper. Use this, and then draw a card. We have 2 Skimmers in the deck, right? So it's not even that difficult of an ask. All right, so if they play a second spell... First of all, it's a removal spell for Pummeler. I'll be very surprised. At 2 mana. But they don't. They just do this. It's a Pummeler. It has Renew. I'll make them use the pump or whatever it is. Or burn or etc. The Devoted Duelists will each deal me 1 damage. That's just fine. But they're running out of stuff in their hands, so... Okay. Oh, it's actually before damage, so their creature doesn't even die. Oof. Wow. Okay. We drew the Kishla Skimmer. Dude, I called it. That's great. That's exactly what I asked for. Oh, jeez. Arena stuttered for a minute there. Play the Skimmer. Play the Routine. Tap to make it cheaper. Submit. Draw the card. It's Synchronized Charge. And we get... a forest? Sure. A forest. Next turn, we could play Craterhoof if we draw it. Next turn. Furious Forebear is another 1 toughness creature. Insane. And Wild Ride. Do we just die? Yeah, we're dead. Okay, wow. Sure. Okay. -7. That was the nut, right? They played literally every card they drew, and it was exactly what they needed to kill us like that. Thanks, Dave the Noob. Doesn't seem like much of a noob to me. That's crazy. Okay. Good for you. But also, we went 2-3. That's our best record of the last 2 weeks. Or of this week and last week. This format does not like me. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, this format does not like me. It's a damn shame. But We get to claim our prize. 250 gems, 2 packs. It's somehow highlighting this, despite the fact that we can't pay it. But I guess if I clicked this option, it would just be like, yeah, just pay us. Like they're super happy to like, have that be a thing. Let's open 10 packs. We got at least 1 mythic. It was, in fact, 2 mythics. Very nice. It's still a new-ish set, so let's see how many firsts we got. None in the basics, or the common land department, the dual lands. We got a Narset's Rebuke, which we lost a creature to this game, or this stream. Which, it was 5 damage to, if I recall correctly, a small creature. Which worked for me, I was happy. Second one, so it's not, they're not both first, but one of them is. Constrictor Sage. The snake wizard with the human face. Very unsettling. I don't like it. But it's an uncommon, and it's our first, so that's cool. Our first war effort. The snake Constrictor Sage, snake wizard, is a 5-mana 4/4. When it enters, we tap one of their creatures and put a stun counter on it. That's pretty nice. Obviously, that's what this individual is going through right now. And then with Renew, we can exile this from our graveyard to tap one of their creatures for 3 mana and put a stun counter on it as a sorcery. This is a cool card. I like it a lot. War Effort, 4 mana, enchantment. Our creatures get +1/+0, and whenever we attack, we make a 1/1 red warrior that's tapped and attacking. Sack it at the beginning of the next end step, so it basically has Mobilize 1. But it's not when it attacks because it's an enchantment. So it's like pseudo Mobilize 1. And it makes all of our mobilized warriors 2/1s, which makes them a lot worse to have to block. So that's really great. Desperate Measures, 1 black, instant, target creature gets +1/-1 until end of turn. When it dies under your control this turn, draw 2 cards. So again, that's like making the warrior stronger, maybe, or just killing it before it would be sacrificed, and drawing 2 cards off of that, which is pretty damn good. Storm Beacon Blade. By the way, hi Shar. Welcome, great to see you. How are you? Happy Magic Monday. Storm Beacon Blade, 1 and a white for an equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+0. Whenever it attacks, draw a card if you control 3 or more attacking creatures, and equip cost is 2. Okay. Again, very Mardu. I feel like a lot of our firsts are Mardu in it. Obviously, we've got Constrictor Sage, but still, our like War Effort, Desperate Measures, and Storm Beacon Blade are like screaming Mardu to me. Although I guess arguably this would not be bad with Obzon, especially if you're enduring or whatever it is, and you get to go wide. That is also an option. Like it cares if you have 3 or more attacking creatures, which you could obviously do if you were making spirits, but more likely if you had mobilized stuff. Not good, having a mental meltdown and can't find my Raycons, and I'm overwhelmed by everything around me. Shar, I'm so sorry. So sorry. It's, having, like, not great mental health nights is not ideal. I'm sorry to hear that. Nature's Rhythm. A first, our first rare. Sorcery Speed. Search your library, X, green. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it onto the battlefield, and then shuffle. And then you can harmonize it for X, green. Okay. This, for me personally, as a limited player, with my whatever level of experience you'd like to say, I don't like these types of cards for limited, personally. Mana value X or less, like, you have to, like, know your deck well enough. Which, sort of, right? I was saying, like, hey, I want to draw Kishla Skimmer here. And then we drew it and got to use the ability and have all that cool stuff happen. Obviously, we knew about Crater Hoof. But, like, this seems much more for Constructed, where you're like, oh, well, my deck is built around this 4 of Mythic that I have. And it costs 3, so I'm just going to pay 5 mana and go get that Mythic. Something like that. I didn't read this last thing, but I read everything else.
Oh, okay. Shar says, taking everything I have, not to scream like a banshee and destroy everything around me. Well, I missed something, but
just
I've been there.
Comment. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Amy can relate to that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, what do you? This. I have heard this many times. So if you have as well, then I'm so sorry. for, I guess, the mansplaining, but sometimes it feels really good to just like unload on a pillow.
I've never had that experience.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So I don't have much other advice, unfortunately, but you're here with us, and we're happy to see you. We had an interesting what?
As always.
Yeah, we have a loud vehicle outside, but otherwise we had an interesting night tonight. So
how did you do while I was gone?
We lost, of course. That's why we're opening packs, because we died.
Lucian says, "Why would I take a dump on my pillow?"
I mean, why wouldn't you? That's a question for you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, the sheer amount of pink eye that you could just give to yourself, give to others.
Oh, God, no. No. No.
All right, keep going.
We got Bloomvine Regent. We just had this in our last Sultai deck. The sealed deck that we played, Sultai. Rediscover the Way. It says first we had an opportunity to pick this in the draft and we didn't, for obvious reasons. We were not in Jeskai. And in one of our sealeds that we did during the streamer event, I think, we had 2 of these. And 2 of these does not a Jeskai deck make. Just throwing that out there.
Sure, yeah. Shar says, either way, I'd rather not lose it, because I know if I do, the cops will get called and I'll wind up in a crisis house. And as usual, you guys get me to smile right away.
Oh, that's so cool, Shar. We're very grateful to hear it. Super grateful. I hope that we can make your night even a little bit better, and obviously more so would be great.
Yeah. And obviously, any source, not just us.
Oh, yeah.
That would make it a better night.
For sure.
Is something we wish for you, for sure.
Yes, big time. Lotus Light Dancers. I don't think I've seen this card yet.
Oh.
It's a 5-mana, 3/6 lifelink zombie bard.
Wow.
When it enters, search your library for a black card, a green card, and a blue card, because it's a Sultai card, and put those cards into your graveyard, and then shuffle. Loading Ready Run used this against us at the streamer event.
Oh.
They might have had more than one of these, but they had at least one. And they used it against us in the streamer event. And if I remember correctly, it was Kathleen and Graham playing together at that time.
Nice.
Severance Priest. We've seen this card before. 3-mana, 3/3 Death Touch. When it enters, they reveal their hand. We choose a non-land card from it, exile that card, and then when this creature, the Severance Priest, leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner, so our opponent, makes an XX white spirit creature token where X is the mana value of the card that we stole from their hand.
Okay.
Warden of the Grove, incredible card. Haven't seen this guy in a while, but he's very, very good. A Warden of the Grove. Haven't seen this guy in a while, but he is very, very good.
I feel like I don't love this art.
It's weird. It's weird.
It's like AI-esque.
I agree with you. I
mean, there's an artist's name, so I don't want to
like,
throw shade at them.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't know. It's weird looking.
Sure. Sure. And last but not least of our rares, Flamehold Grappler. Jeskai colors. For a 3/3 first striking human monk, when it enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn when you cast it, and you may choose new targets for the copy, and a copy of a permanent spell becomes a token. So if we played the Flamehold Grappler followed by like Warden of the Grove, we would get 2 Warden of the Groves, one of which would be a token.
Oh, look, my necklace.
Oh, yeah. That's really cool. That's really cool. I like that. I'll let you read, and then we'll open the 2 mythics that we got.
It's obviously not that. I mean, that's like prayer beads, and that's just, wooden beads.
Well, they have some around their, like, wrist as well.
I think it's probably one strand that they have.
Maybe if it's
down
like
their
wrapped
arm.
around the arm. Sure.
Yeah.
Totally possible.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Who knows? Couldn't tell you.
Okay. Let me just read some stuff. Lucian says, can't go to sleep without my brown smell machine. LOL.
I...
Gross.
Yes. Agreed. That's what it is. Agreed.
Shar says, just hate when my ADHD kicks in because I get something called ADHD overwhelm along with overstimulation
Nope, just
or
stimulation.
stimulation. So when I don't have my Raycons, I can't listen to my music, and both those trigger my mental health. So I go into a manic state to rage to a ball of emotions.
I actually think that's really cool, though, that you have been able to find something that you know works for you. Obviously, it sucks
Yeah.
to not be able to find your Raycons to make that worse for you, unfortunately. But the fact that, one, you're able to kind of acknowledge that this is something that's happening to you
Right.
and reference it and say, hey, this thing would really help. Oh, that thing's not here. Like, at least all of those steps, I think, from my, like, not educated in this realm area, I think those are all positives from my perspective.
Yeah, and like the fact that you can talk about it here means that like you have enough cognizance, right? To be able to be like, okay, so you can like identify when those triggers are happening.
Oh, yeah.
You know how to help those triggers, even if you don't have them with you right now. At least, like, it sounds like you're able to kind of almost be in it and then also come to the conclusion like, this is me being triggered. This is what I need to do to fix it. This is I don't have what I need to fix it, but having that amount of cognizance is a step in that right direction.
Agreed.
Like, those emotions are not as overpowering for you if that portion of your brain that can form those thoughts, those logical thoughts about what you're going through in those moments, means that you're not as deep in it as you would be,
Yeah. Yeah.
So it means you're actually closer, right? And I'm sure that in those moments when you're able to have those thoughts, that you can tell
Yeah.
that you're closer to being out of it than you would be if you couldn't have those thoughts, right? So
Yeah.
she says, thanks. I don't think my meds help mainly because I'm not eating like I used to.
Yeah, and that's the annoying thing about those types of meds is that, like, any change to your body, whether it's like internal, like hormone stuff, that whether you can or can't control that, or whether you do or don't expect that, diet, sleep schedule, like outside stress in general, like so much of that can mess with it. And then you're sitting there like, okay, what changed? Why? You know what I mean? Like, what, trying to figure that out for yourself. So,
Right. And then if that means that you have to go so far as to change your dosage or change the frequency with which you're taking it or something like that,
yeah,
then that's a whole nother conversation then that you have to have with your doctor, and
correct.
they have to determine what that is, and then you have to try it for long enough to figure out if that works better. Like, it's just a whole thing.
Yeah. Wow, I just saw the flavor text on this card. Just noticed it. A flurry of fists doesn't impress you? Perhaps if they're on fire?
They're not on fire, they're made of fire.
Yeah.
Lucian says prayer beads / wooden beads all feel the same when they're pulled out. Oh,
I was like, she'll get there.
God, Lucian. First the shit on the pillow, then this.
It's all in the same realm, obviously. Let's open
I guess on your pillow is where you pull them out.
No, it's not. I don't put them in, so I don't pull them out. No. Two mythics. The first is not a wild card. It is Dracogenesis. 6 red. 8 mana for an enchantment. Who would play an 8 mana mythic card? You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana costs. Now this is a terrible limited card. just terrible. If you have 8 mana, why haven't you been casting your dragon
Yeah,
spells?
exactly.
Like, why are they in your hand? Why are they not on the battlefield? Anyway, that card's bad for limited. Dragon Commander players or Dragon Standard players are probably licking their chops. But our last mythic, our last card in general of the night is a mythic rare wild card.
Of course.
Gotta suck the air right out of the room, don't you, Arena? Okay, well, fine. Continue. We have 22 left for future streams. That's very funny. We have 22 left for future streams. We are so... Ooh, we did not attack with 45 creatures today. What is Hidden Depths? Have 400 cards enter graveyards from their owners' libraries over any number of games. Our opponent milled us quite a bit tonight.
Okay.
But we still killed them, which was great. And we killed them with Craterhoof Behemoth. Were you here with the Veteran Ice Climber? But only at the beginning, right? You didn't stay for the whole game? That's when you left?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was... We won that game and then lost the game after that.
Okay.
Because you asked how we did, and I
Right.
technically just told you we lost, which is not accurate, I suppose.
Okay.
So, achievements. Now, these are the recommended ones that you're close to finishing, working on, or might enjoy. So dumb. I guess the might enjoy is like these, which is stupid. Like, go for gold in limited or constructed. Reach platinum
we're
or higher.
trying to.
Yeah.
Like, stop
Reach-
rubbing it in.
Reach mythic in constructed and limited simultaneously. Like, F you. Like, why is this a recommended one? Like, give me ones that are, like, actually possible. Like these. Get this shit out of here. Like, is there a way that I can, like, tell you that you suck? Recent progress. Because I
mean-
moved up 1 rank? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Well, so it has a heart, right? So obviously you don't want to heart that one, but you could heart all the ones that aren't that
Yeah,
to
but
indicate, like, hey, I don't like these.
Yeah, but I have you considered? No, I haven't. Fuck off with those. Give me all the so close ones so that I don't have to search through all this bullshit looking for it. Yeah, look. Welcome to MTG Arena. What am I missing? Reach gold in either constructed or limited, totally possible, and spend 5 mastery orbs, which we will eventually do. We have currently spent 2. And we have, what, 1 left right now? Spend orbs? We have 1 currently. If and when we get a second one, we'll get 1 of these sleeves. And so we'll have spent then 2 or 4 of 5. So yes, eventually we will get that one. That's fine. But reaching gold in either constructed or limited, we sometimes reach gold in limited.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to do that soon enough, I should say. And if and when we do, we will get the partying Sparky emote.
Aw. I thought it was a little ghosty.
It's not Sparky.
It's cute.
It is cute. Yeah, so we got the Initiate title as well. We just didn't equip it for some reason, I guess. Is it under profile? I thought we did. But titles, here it is. We have Initiate. Set it as a default. Sure. I mean, it's better than nothing. So I'll take it. Jesus. All right, cool. Well, guess what, everybody?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. That's it. That is the end of this particular stream. We will be back next week with more MTG Arena here on Magic Monday. So hopefully, God damn it. So hopefully you will all be able to join us. But between now and then, we are live one more time. And actually, before you go, please don't go yet. One last thing that I am remiss for having forgotten to mention.
Oh.
Today, on one of our other 2 channels, links down in the description box below for Video Games for All.
And gluten-free for all.
That second one, Gluten Free for All. A brand new video came out on that channel today at noon.
Check it out, guys.
For any of you that have already watched it, thank you so much. But for those of you that haven't, if you like cookies, gluten-free or not, you should go check out that video.
Yeah.
There's cookies in that video.
A lot of them.
Yeah. 3 different flavors of cookie. So you should go check it out. Link to Gluten Free for All down in the description box below, like I said. And then whether you are here on Gluten Free for All or on Video Games for All, if you're enjoying the things that we're doing, please don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell. You'll get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, so you won't have to wonder or be surprised, or no, you can be surprised by a gluten-free for all release. Because April's is now out. May's will obviously be coming soon.
Yes.
And going forward into the future. So stay tuned for more of that on Gluten Free for All. Obviously, Video Games for All. Oh, by the way, so yeah, the subscribing and ringing that bell, you'll get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, including more Gluten Free for All releases over the coming months. Or you'll find out whenever we go live, like we were tonight, and like we will be on Friday, over on Video Games for All. Again, link down below. At 8 p.m. Eastern, like all of our streams are, except for streamer events, but that's a while away. Don't worry about that. So that's at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Video Games for All, where we will be continuing to play Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Less progress this week than last week, or last week than the week before, I should say, but still progress. We're still getting there slowly. And you can hear me yell at Yoshi to save the baby, because I do end up having to say that quite a bit.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's wrap this up. We've got C. Holland saying, thanks for the stream. Thank you, C. Holland.
Yeah, glad you got to make it here. Thank you for taking the time. We always appreciate it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're still here, even though it's 10:36 here, so it's god-awful time there. Shar says, oh, update from last Monday. It was confirmed I have another sinus infection.
Yay.
Yay. I'm going to send y'all a pic later from my game on Instagram.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds great. Enjoy. And we look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. And Lucian says, eat the baby.
Not an option for Yoshi, although you would think, because Yoshi can hold stuff in his mouth for so long and then make it into an egg, you would think that would be like the safest place to keep the baby. But no, just on his back. Or their back. So whatever.
And Lucian says it's 3:36 over there.
That's early.
Yikers.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yes, both of you. Go to sleep. Have a great night.
We love you and thank you for being here, but
Exactly.
go to sleep.
Yes. And in fact, everybody, we hope you all have a great night. Thank you all.
He says okay.
Thank you all so very much for being here. And in fact, Amy, speaking of thanking...
I is asleep.
Good. We're glad. Speaking of thanking people for being here.
Yes.
You have some work to do.
I do. Lucian, thank you for still being here at 3:36
That's
a.m.
right. That's right.
Love ya.
Yes.
Thank you. Shar says, good night. Love you guys. We love you too, Shar.
Best of luck.
She says it's 8:38 over by her.
All right.
Okay.
So you've got a little bit more time ahead of you. Hopefully you can take some time, find your Raycons, obviously, listen to some music, and just kind of try to rest and relax for the rest of your night. And we hope to see you whenever you are available. I would say Friday, but I'm not trying to pressure anybody. Hopefully we will see you when we see you.
Yeah, and Shar, if you ever need some music recommendations, I got you.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've got lots of stuff.
That's right.
Lots of fun stuff. C. Holland, thank you so much for, again, still being here, even though it's so late. Really appreciate it.
Big
Love
time.
you so much.
Yeah.
Marcus, thank you so much for being here. As always, you're the loyalist of loyal viewers. We love you, and
Big time.
we hope that you know that, and that kind of goes without saying, but we're still going to say it.
Exactly.
Inquiring Mind Screw, thank you so much for being back. It's really nice to see you here again.
Agreed.
And to see you so much in chat has been great as
That's
well.
Right. And hopefully you had a good day at work.
Yeah. Erica, lots of bubbling potential coming from your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Lots of energy that is thriving energy. So It's very nice to have you here and sharing those things with us. Mark DD. Okay. I don't remember this person. Was I gone at the time?
Correct.
I must have been gone
You were
at the
not
time.
here yet, yeah.
But thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I got to chat with them. They were cool.
Yeah, good. Okay, great. And hopefully we see you again. And if you subscribe, then thank you so much.
Yeah, for sure.
Shar says they're more than likely in Butte. LOL. That'd be awesome, Amy.
for the music suggestions.
Oh, okay, sure.
So if and when you send us the picture, we can respond to you on Instagram with some music suggestions.
Yeah.
I say we, like I will have anything to do with it. It'll be Amy. But regardless, I'll take credit. I'm doing it.
Sure. I'll share the credit because I don't care.
Got there. Look at this cool, nice thing I'm doing. All right.
But hopefully you enjoy, sure.
Yes, for sure. And so, with that, everybody, by the way, as a reminder for folks, if you want shout outs like that in the future, all you got to do is be in chat, pop in, say, hey, we appreciate having you here. Thank you so very much. But if you were not able to pop into chat tonight, you're not comfortable popping into chat, no worries whatsoever. We please accept our blanket thank you here at the end. If you watched any and all of this stream, and or if you're watching this VOD, you're always more than welcome to leave a comment down below. And please don't forget here on YouTube, in addition to doing those other things, subbing and ringing the bell. Sorry, Amy, 3 times tonight. My bad.
Okay.
You can also do things like and share on streams and pre-recorded videos. It really, really helps us out a lot. And so we really appreciate it as well. We've got some cool stuff coming down the pipe. I'm not ready to talk about it yet. We are not ready to talk about it yet. But I'm very excited, and I hope you all are as well. We look forward to seeing you all very soon for a lot more fun here, Video Games for All, Gluten Free for All, wherever it happens to be. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to go check out that video. It's like 9-10 minutes long, so it's not a large investment of time. And it's worth it. It's really cool. Amy did a great job as always.
It's fun.
Go check it out. But between now and the next time that we see you, whenever that happens to be, please continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I've been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.